Hey guys, and welcome back to Subnautica. Subnautica is an open world crafting and survival game by Unknown Worlds. It's a great game. We had played it previously, and I'm excited to play it again. We are post-release. We're currently in the January 2018 release, but they have released a full release of the game. It's no longer in early access. I'm going to slam right into it. So we're going to start a new game on survival. So I'm going to be releasing a couple of guides. My goal for these series is just to explore the story more. But there's going to be guides kind of thrown in, which might affect the series. Shouldn't affect it too much. I made a beginner guide already. It should come out before this video on how to start right. This guide's going to be similar, but it's not going to be as fast paced. We're going to enjoy the story a little bit more. Okay, so let's dive right in.
Launch in 3, 2, 1.
So we have been knocked out on our descent from the Aurora. And we now get control. So we have to put out this fire. So fire, always shoot at the base. You can shoot in short bursts as well. But generally you want to shoot in short bursts, more effective than just firing. Altera. I love that every time I start the game.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the data bank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
No. So we're just going to throw our fire extinguisher in here right away. One thing you can do if you want is you can use the med kit right away. I usually don't because you don't need it right away and you might get exploded on, but I'm going to pop in. So we're going to see something fly by. So that's a creature. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but we will see it a bit more later. So there's the Aurora. The Aurora has class down on plat side.
Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
So we have our kind of basic information here. So just about our 2 berth emergency life pod. We're pod 5. We'll find the other pods later. We're wearing an all environment protection suit. I'm kind of torn on how much to read. I know people aren't always super interested in reading, so I'm going to try to summarize the best as I can. So this is our ship. So it had 23 crew member, command team, 85 engineers, 40 support people, and 9 passengers. We know we're above planet 45 or 46B. We don't know what caused damage, and we don't know if people evacuated. We do know that our ship is mounted with a dark matter ion drive core, has robotic suite, scanner suite, long-range communications, and a 1/4 of a cubic kilometer of storage for the phasescape. And then just some other basic information. So we're gonna hop in. So always, generally, want to hop the opposite direction of the Aurora. Usually that's where the reef is. Not always, but 9 times out of 10. But it actually seems like the reef is kind of towards Aurora. I've done like 5, 10, 20 worlds, and often it's opposite of the Aurora. That's it, what I showed in my guide, and I recorded the guide actually 3 times to get it just perfect, and every time it was, but I guess there's exceptions everywhere, so you can grab a whole bunch, but It's kind of a pain in the ass if you grab too much. So we're gonna swim up because we're with the starting suit health. You don't get a lot of O2. Not health rather, but O2. You don't get much. So we're kinda gonna pop up and down. We're looking for salvage. There's some there. At least 3 is generally what I say. So we'll grab our 2 mushrooms. We're actually really close. We can grab. See if we can find the 3rd one. If not, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Copper's perfect. Oh, there it is. 3. Perfect.
Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Okay, we're going to hop in here. Okay. Might start making the titanium. Should do 3 of these. Titanium is our main kind of resource in the game. Silicone's used in a lot of crafting recipes, but not as much as titanium. Titanium will be your hugest thing. Glass is used quite a bit later as well, but titanium is always good. We're going to make the battery well and pound out our fins, which will allow us to swim faster. Our O2 tank, which lets us have more O2. Basically, that's just saying we cannot craft stuff other than what's stored in the memory bank. The knife, which is the majority of the survival tool we're going to be using, and the scanner. Okay. I want to see if I can grab the niter here quickly. Gonna watch the walls. Free. I didn't craft my air bladder. Fine.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy. Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Continuing to monitor.
Oh, there is one. Perfect. This is probably gonna hurt. That didn't hurt too bad.
30 seconds.
Yeah. 30 seconds is not too bad because we're not very deep. Now I have to go up. We will quickly explore there especially because we already blew up the. Had to scan that to know what it is. But there's a lot of stuff we can scan. Tons. Table coral. Last mushrooms. The weeds. So I'm thinking I might do dedicated episodes just based on some of these items. If people want to know about them. Basically the ones I just scanned are the really important ones. But do a summary. If you want to read more, we'll definitely go into kind of more of them. Oh, I don't actually even want table coral at the moment. Just because, honestly, I am going to go because it's so nice to have your air bladder. Because you can ascend so much quicker than swimming straight up. So. Okay. So what's this? Now we need glass and silver, so it's going to be a while till we get that, but doesn't have to be that long. But you want kind of the basic resources. Actually, you can probably even make the repair tool now. It's here. Yeah, I can. It's pretty basic stuff. Perfect. Oh, I didn't know you could repair it from this side of the ladder. What was I repairing?
Lifeboat
Oh!
Running full embark
I was repairing that from where I was standing.
to data bank.
I've never actually done that. So,
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
so that's exactly what we'll get. We will get emergency transitions. Previously, you did not, but now you actually do. So it's neat. Okay, so we're gonna get the titanium. I'm gonna set up some basic storage. I don't think I really have enough to really get too crazy on my storage, but we're getting started off. Is that enough for 3? No, just 2. That's fine. Okay, I do have it on 5. Oh yeah, it's gonna get all pissy about eating something. Titanium. Which direction? Yeah, it's fine. Over here. Silicone. Always name your stuff what you're gonna put in it. Might just put that in there for now. I can go grab it. Ooh. So what I like to do is I like to kind of descend on prey and catch it quickly. I wasn't quite fast enough there. Peepers are kind of the hardest ones, but
Creature discovered.
that's more what I mean. Just kind of catch them off guard. Blue pond. That's another thing we can scan. Coral shell plate. I think we scan most of these things. So, to do a quick review on that fauna. Okay. Coral. So the shell plates, no practical use. The tubes, rich in calcium, exploitable in bleach, and exploitable in computer chips. So that's what beats people. You just cut it with a knife. So we have acid mushrooms, which are used in batteries, which we saw. And in these, anything that's just a C, these are just kind of for cosmetic purposes. So it's night. Generally, night is a bad time because stuff is a lot more aggressive rather. You can also scan all the fish to get information about them. Like this stalker here. If you ever want to avoid an enemy, swim in circles. It just confuses the heck out of them. So, or try to stay behind them. My other tip is stay behind them. When you're behind enemies, they kind of seem to leave you alone. This is I want that acid post bladderfish. I thought there's 2 of them. No? That's why I was chasing them, because I thought there's 2 in a row. So, okay. Rabbit ray. Scan it. Oop, we just about had it. There we go. Okay. Usually you don't get too many whole fish, but just because we're on the edge of this biome, we do. So this is the shallows, this area. They call it the safe shallows, I believe. It's the full name. So they actually has really good fish, for the most part. Boomerang fish are easy to catch and provide quite good nutrition. I usually catch a lot of boomerang fish because they're easier to kind of catch and corner than peepers. Peepers are smart. See, this peeper already detected me. Where if you find a boomerang fish, nope. I even screwed this one up and I'll probably still catch it. Yeah, it's like doesn't even carry them around. So you can catch Garyfish, but Garyfish are pretty poor eating. So just looking for a Garyfish to scan, but if not, we'll just find one to scan after. But did the fish scan the boomerang fish? Yeah, I did. See that boomerang fish? I had a really good window to go and grab it. But oop, that's a Garyfish there. So Garyfish, slow and stupid. Look how slow he is. So I'll cook all 3 of these and you can kind of see. Or I guess I even have a whole fish, just so you guys can see kind of how much they're worth. So I'm kind of be describing the fish, so I won't go too into it. So we have large. We already have the rabbit, right? Inedible but harmless. We have the bladderfish. Oxygen may be retrieved from the bladder and added to tanks on consumption. That's telling us about the oxygen bladder. And has a natural water filter that's telling us about getting water. Boomerang fish, gives you a description of it. This says edible. Okay, Garyfish, edible, slow-moving, and carnivorous, or curious. Peeper, it actually says quite a bit of information. Edible, high calorie count. Further research required. So, okay, so water. You can get disinfect water, but I never ended up using it. Hullfish, peeper, Garyfish.
Small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
Okay, so the peeper has 32 food, the hullfish is 21 food, the Garyfish is 13 food, and the boomerang is 21 food. So, fish last forever in storage. We do have nutrient blocks and filtered water here as well, but I really like to use my things. One thing you can do is you can grab the med kit from the fabricator, throw it in here, and it will start making a new one if you need more of them. So, okay, so just show you that. Get coral samples. We'll grab a couple more. And what's the other part? I actually don't really use bleach that much. It's salt. Oh yeah, we don't have salt. But you just mix it with salt, you take bleach, and you can turn it into water. I didn't throw away anything important, did I? No. So if you throw stuff on the ground, it will just disappear. It'll decay, decompose, and all the rest. So, ooh, limestone. So if you cut other plants, you'll actually get a seed of that plant, and you can use it to plant that one. Except for acid mushrooms, yeah. It'll give you spores and it will hurt you. So, but they're actually spores, not seeds. These ones are seeds. That's kind of what I meant. So, again, you just drop them. If you don't intend on keeping them, just drop them. They'll disappear later on. So, you can breed plants as well later. So, you don't have to worry about running out of acid mushrooms or anything like that. Okay, so we're just kind of looking for more resources. I actually recommend not to look in this area too much and actually start heading to other areas. I believe we also had an area we could scan there quite nearby. Because you want silver as soon as possible to start getting your next tank. So. But if we can get a seagull eye, that's also gorgeous. Don't mind if I do. No. Usually in these, there's pieces of stuff, but unluckily none of those had it. Man, that peeper gave me like 5 good chances to catch it. And I muster them all up. Nothing? Come on, at least give me 1. Okay. Seagull, seaside, perfect. This one and let me in. Some of them you can go in, others you can't. It's always a good idea to look to see if you can. Is this the other side? Okay, this one you can go in. Do quickly want a little bit more oxygen. Okay, so you can't swim down unless you deflate your things, so pop it open. And there'll be Ban PA, which is the Degrassi, and you get the beacon fragment. Okay, you do need 2 pieces, but is there 2 pieces in here? There might be. Can't exactly remember where like all the blueprints and stuff are, and they're randomized anyway. So a trailer. There's wiring here, you can repair that. Which will open this door. There's a mobile vehicle bay fragment, which is awesome. Is that the whole mobile vehicle bay? That's perfect. Okay. So we're running out of oxygen. See, our vision will go slightly black because we almost ran out. And yeah, not a good thing to do, because if you only get the blackout for a couple seconds, it's not very long, so I don't really recommend that. Just want to double check I got everything. I'm pretty sure I did, because that's usually all that's in here, but you just run around and kind of aim at stuff, and usually you'll figure out if you missed anything. So I didn't think I did, so smelt that. That's perfect. So Sea Glide, super good. I know it takes a battery, lubricant, copper wire, and titanium. I think we might even have all that. Might not have enough copper. If you find any hole though, we can definitely get more copper. Any underground area. Quartz is always golden. If you want to kill, you can kill fish as well with your weapon. Is that copper? It is. I was trying to scan them. It's hard to scan the crash fish. Come on. Not gonna let me have that one. I thought there was another one here. Okay. Quick go out, we'll come back here. Don't activate this when you're in tunnel, because it'll just force you to the top of the tunnel. You kind of have to swim backwards to scan the crash fish. Not always super easy. See how much damage I took trying to scan that crash fish? So yeah, don't really recommend it that much. Let's get one of these guys. Shuttlebug, I believe, are also inedible. Oh, we actually got the silver. That's golden. Oh, there's a very slight angle where I can grab it at. Where is it? I did see it. And we're wasting all our O2 trying to do this as well, which is a pain in the butt. But it's fine. Crave sulfur is not that critical. Perfect. So when you're out, you don't have to worry too much about oxygen, because you can get to the surface relatively quickly. By relatively quickly, I mean like quickly. A lot of fish. Well, how did I miss that? Though. So we're actually going to make that bigger tank. Just going to quickly see what we need for it, because I can't always remember. Getting old and my memory doesn't always the helpfulest. Glass 2, titanium 3. I think this is... I think there's titanium in here, yeah. I'm just gonna grab all of this, just in case I need it. The only other thing is I want 2 of those. I usually just leave my mushrooms down there and I don't put them in containers, because they're just as easy to grab down there. I also have a message. Okay. Make the copper wire first. Okay. Oh, it wasn't copper wire. So. Maybe I don't have enough. Oh, I do. Okay, perfect. I wasn't sure if I had 4 or 3. Oh, I actually have lots. There's something that uses regular quartz though, so you don't want to turn it all into quartz, but we just did, which isn't the end of the world either. Okay. It is an equipment. Oh yeah. And just unequip your tank. Which I knew. I just want to make sure I had everything before I unequip your tank. Because it's a pain if you don't have everything and you unequip your tank, because you have to re-equip your tank and do all that stuff, so. Not always as fun. There you go. There's our high capacity O2 tank. So we're damaged. Okay. Because we got kind of bitten by those crashes. So good to that. Gonna make the battery. So what else was it for a sea glide? Just lubricant. So usually I make this, but what I'll often do is I'll just swim over here once I kind of have the initial, because I don't like my initial inventory full up and I don't want to use up all the battery. Now I'll just grab like a full inventory worth. No, I don't think I have enough inventory space to do 2 of these. Yeah, it's full. You're being a real jerk, you know? Nah, whatever. I was kind of hoping I had enough inventory space, but I did not quite. That's fine. Okay, you can turn that into the fiber weave. But anyway, lubricant. We'll make 2 lubricant.
Is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
Let's show how many clusters we grabbed. You can actually stop out while it's constructing stuff and hop back in, and it will continue constructing. It's extremely well done. Okay, make 1 more lubricant because we don't need like a huge amount of silicone anymore. We're gonna have tons. Okay, sea glide. I don't know why the ship's rocking.
The sea glide.
Perfect.
Your effective exploration range.
Yeah, I get 5 of those.
Please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Oh, the rebreather's awesome, but you need quite a bit of silver for it. And that's what you need fiber mesh for. Couldn't remember what it was, but. So we're good to go there. So, oh yeah, so we had that outside. Oh, may as well make, I don't know, whatever. I'll make 1 more lubricant. Just because I don't think I'm ever going to use this much silicone. Pretty sure this was titanium. Okay, I just wanted to check. That's all we have left for titanium. That's fine, I'm not worried about it. Silicone, which is all this stuff. Put my lubricant in here too. Same kind of thing. Oh, and I don't have enough actually for other storages, so it's fine. It can be my everything storage in a moment. I'm gonna catch a bit more food here. Like I said, kind of try to ambush creatures if you can. See, that wasn't a good ambush, but I got. Okay, I thought it was swim kind of slow, but might not be. Oh man, that almost was a really good swoop. Oh, I was gonna swing at it, but I don't need to. It's fine. Like I said, you can't eat them, so there's no point killing them. Come on, boomerang. That's not that hungry. But you can just store them. What I usually do. This is the right one. So I just throw them in my storage. I think it kind of makes more sense because it's. I kind of like think it's more lore based. Can't fit more in there, obviously, but it's fine. I'll have one dedicated for food here in a little bit. So do that. Turn into water. I always keep my power at the top. You don't waste it because it has solar cells, so it regenerates automatically. But you just don't want to run out of power when you're trying to craft something. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So paper, water, water. Just kind of get to full. And then since it's full, we'll store that there. So perfect.
This is LifePod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
So that's a good way to find your sea glide, because you know there's a sea glide. Or at least I know that there's a sea glide out there, so you can use it to get some of your sea glide blueprints. Oop, I accidentally used it. I meant to put it in there. Not the end of the world. It'll make another one, so. But these are your power cells as well. But anyway, guys, I think this is a good stopping point. We'll be back in the next episode for more. Thanks, guys. Later.